Hey guys, so I'm super excited about today's video. A couple weeks ago I was actually out of town. I was visiting my sister in the Greenville, South Carolina area, and I reached out to a local farm and asked if I could come over and visit their operation and just kind of talk to them about their heart and their vision for their farm. And excitedly enough, they were like, yeah, absolutely, come on over. It's early in the season, we don't have a ton planted, but we'd love to show you around. So I got permission to film while we were doing their farm tour. So I'm super excited to be able to show you a small family-owned farm and share the heart behind their farm.
Hi, I'm Shane. This is my wife Amanda. We have Flourish Farm, where we focus on providing clean food for our family, and then also we try to give out of our abundance and educate people on the things that we do. Locally it's known as the Old Davis property. So this is the original homestead farmhouse, and it went I want to say it was about 300 or 400 acres was the entire original property. This particular section was separated into 3 21-acre lots. House was built in 1900.
Very cool.
Which is fun in a lot of ways, creates challenges in others. But we're thankful that a lot of just the old homestead structure already exists.
Yeah.
For instance, we have pecan trees. Kind of what you see is what we have, the time we put in the past couple of years. Typically free range, but with us about to plant, we're keeping them locked up. We would rather have them running just completely free, they're happier. But when it's at the cost of, months of seedlings, because they'll try to climb our little starter tray over there and they'll knock stuff over. And
yeah, it's not worth it at that point.
then you want to eat them.
Just these little
Keep your eye out for red mounds.
Oh. Yeah, because we don't spray, we do everything organically. And
the chickens aren't out right now.
Oh, the chickens won't mess with them either. If you've never experienced fire ants, I pray that you never have to.
they're not fun.
They're an interesting, people from around here, they know the kids learn quickly.
Yeah.
But what they'll do, come on, baby. They'll come out in the tens of thousands.
Ugh.
Very quickly when you disturb a nest, and then they will climb up until there's at least a few thousand on you, and then they'll all die at the same time.
And then if you put yourself in water or whatever, they hold on harder.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, they're pretty nasty.
And I would say one bite is probably half a bee sting.
Ooh, dang. Yeah, let's not step in those, Bubba.
Steve.
Yeah, that's what his thought too. So.
It's crazy.
Oh my gosh. Gross. It's just kind of gross, isn't it, buddy?
Perfect.
intent was to plant this week,
Yeah,
but we got a cold snap coming this weekend. So we've just been
waiting.
One of the things about South Carolina is you
never know what's going to happen.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's not.
This is the latest though that we've ever planted. Like
It
by
is.
now, they've been in the ground for typically at least 2 weeks. So typically, what we do is he pulls the trenches, and then we have compost that we fill in where we plant, and then we'll put the dirt over it because the clay is so compact that it creates. I mean, it works well. It holds nutrients well, but it's very restricting, I guess, to the plant. So onions, I've learned a really valuable lesson with onions. I don't if you grow them. For years, I grew the onion bulbs. You know, just the little bulbs that you can put in the ground. But the onions, we couldn't get very large bulbs, like for them to bulb up into their full onion size. And we learned that we were planting, the onion sets are second-year onions, so they're designed to go to seed. Last year, the other onions that I planted, they just all bolted and went to seed before they produced.
Before they grew.
Before they grew, right.
They were great for the green onions, but not for the...
Correct, yeah.
Run to my parents. I tapped off of that supply through the garden.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now, will you have trouble with this freezing?
Around here, we only get we might get 2 weeks out of the year that are
Freezable.
under 15 degrees. Yeah.
It'll be taken care of.
Down
Okay.
to 20 degrees, this 2-inch pipe, you know, because it's 24 inches down. The frost line around here is
Plus
only
what
about
was
12
well-
inches. And so that thing it'll be fine. As long as I don't have as long as I'm keeping water out of the spigot itself, because it'll blow those brass fittings.
You want to try it?
It's so good. Nope, we're gonna let them try.
Never had asparagus straight out of the ground.
Nip
Take
it.
take a bite off the top.
It is completely different.
There you go, and then let them have a bite.
Yeah, it's
It's
a
good, isn't
a lot
it?
more tender.
Let my mom try it.
And
It was
Oh, that
funny.
is good.
When I was living in
Dad, you wanna try
It's
it?
almost like a sweet green bean.
Yes.
Very, very good. Not green bean.
pea, snow peas.
Yes.
But,
We love it.
Asparagus.
Yeah, so cardboard, and then we did a thick layer of our hay. So the back half of our property we grow for hay, which is what feeds our animals. So we have control that there's no pesticides sprayed on the hay, all of that. So we just had a bale, just piled it on it.
Okay. Did you trench them or anything?
we're like within.
When we planted them, yes, he trenched them, you know, because asparagus has to be planted super deep.
Right.
So, I mean, it was like, I don't know, it was over a foot deep.
Okay.
And then, you know, we buried the crowns. So if you grow comfrey, it is, they use it a lot in Europe. And you can make comfrey tea. They use comfrey in like salves and things like that. But it can be used as a natural fertilizer. So he somebody had
Where's the comfort? I mean, give me a break. You don't know where you don't look.
Hello.
This is Ricky.
Hello, Ricky.
He's the boss. He's very friendly through the fence. He'll never bother anybody. Like, but if you go in there, it's a different.
Yeah.
This is Charlotte. She was our bottom.
Oh, hello. Oh my goodness, they're
We
cute.
have Lucy and Ethel. We have Thelma and Louise.
They're Katahdin. It's not a very old breed, probably only about 40 years old, that is specifically bred for meat. The three things that they were bred specifically for is to not have horns on the rams, to not have to shear them, and so they shed like a dog does. And then they're actually, they actually do really well with parasites. They're a great just grazing meat animal.
They're very friendly, you know.
Very friendly, nothing, they're very low upkeep. Try to rotate out of, you know, their pastures as much as possible to avoid parasites. We don't, they have salt blocks, but apart from that, we don't have, we use sweet feed as a treat.
Yeah.
To get them to do what we want them to do.
A little bribery.
Absolutely.
But we don't, yeah, they'll certainly.
There we go.
Um,
Is that good friends?
but we don't supplement their feed. And that's the case with all the animals. The horse is the only one that we intentionally supplement his feed.
No, he's not for food. So.
He's for fun.
He is for fun.
How do you kill one of your own animals? Like, oh, you're naming them and stuff, and then like, how do you kill them? And you say, we don't like to kill them. Like, it's not fun, but they have a purpose.
We only give them one bad day.
One bad day. That's our thing.
Every day is a good day.
They are living the best life that they could possibly be living, and then they get one bad day.
Yeah. And so Charlotte, the black lamb, was born with teeth, and her mom was that's her first baby, and so she wouldn't nurse, and so you know, we tried to not intervene as much as possible, but we realized that she was clearly struggling, so we brought her in and started bottle feeding her, and we only had to keep her in the house for two days, and then we brought her back out. And then slowly they figured it out. But lambs are not supposed to get teeth until like 2 weeks old. And so Shane had reached out to a Katahdin group on Facebook, and a lady said, you may want to check their mouth. And typically they will file their teeth down if they're born that way. And we weren't prepared for that. So we just, yeah, so we just bottle fed her, and then they figured it out, and, you know, so she let her nurse after, I don't know, it was less than a week.
Yeah, week 10 days. So we committed pretty early on
To bottle feeding her.
The weather was nice. The first several nights I was concerned about her being warm. And because she had almost felt like fully rejected her, like wouldn't even cuddle with her, and so we kept her in the house, but then as the weather was nicer, we would keep her out here so that she didn't lose touch with the herd.
Right.
And then we came out here one day, and she had let her start nursing.
Yeah, so we were really excited. So that was our first successful bottle fed, but it was such a unique experience. We never thought to look for teeth. I mean, you know, and so we were thankful that another experienced farmer could share that with us, and you know.
That's cool.
So it worked out well.
Ours left the middle of last winter,
The sheep get on your footer.
and then we ended up, we knew they'd not gone far because we could still put sugar water out here, and it would attract a lot. We'd come out and there'd be hundreds of them on the sugar water.
So they were still here.
And I was watching their flight path, so I think that when they left, they had gone to the woods over there. And not 2 weeks ago? I was out here, I was actually about to take apart the hive and freeze it to prepare for, we weren't gonna get new bees this year. And I had the hive open and was messing with the frames, checking for wax moths and things like that. And I heard what sounded like my drone. And I looked up, and the entire swarm was above me.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, we got it on video. It's pretty cool.
So I yelled
That's
for her
incredible.
to get some metal, and so we come down clanging on some metal to get them to light, and
Yeah, because if they hear what sounds like thunder, they'll go to their closest
They'll
location.
land.
They'll land. And
and
so we
they
just
came
started
straight
banging.
down, and they went back in the. I had a super on it. I took the super off so they're getting reestablished into that hive, but Yeah. And so
So what were your native pollinators again?
we have bicolored sweat bees, carpenter bees, and hoverflies, and paper wasp are our main native pollinators.
That's really cool.
I'm gonna grab some flags.
Yeah.
You did so good.
So blackberries grow in second year growth.
Right.
Um,
So they should be on pretty good
So
this year.
this is the first year that we've truly cultivated and made sure that we've protected everything.
Now, does the goats not get, or the sheep not get into?
They'll eat on them when they sit. And that's why I've not bush hogged those. I've let them in there for the sheep
Okay.
so that they can enjoy the berries as they come up. 'Cause you'll see down here I've got a few more bushes.
A few more. I like the
And what are these called again?
They're a sawtooth blackberry. There's a pretty significant little hill right here that's not usable for anything. So this line here is the area of the blackberries that I've been trying to cultivate.
One of the cleanings, this was down in the chair.
Yeah, so you didn't know.
If it's been there for 2 years, those berries are coming up good.
Yeah, I mean, you can see all the berries. There are lots and lots.
Blackberries.
Um,
We should come when the harvest is plentiful.
yeah, you can come pick. We tell people you can have as many as you can pick.
They have lots of briars.
They won't even go in my basket. I'll just pick a million and stuff
They're
them in
not
my-
fun to pick,
They're not.
but it's worth it.
Take 2 of them.
These are Chickasaw plum. It's a local native plum, and
Why are you putting
we actually we got these from someone else. We transplanted them at this size. Some of the transplants have taken well. Some of them, you know, the shock was a little bit too much, and so we're trying to bring these back up to health. They produce a nice little,
Get that behind her.
probably 1.5 inch plum. A little
They're
bit,
so good.
really a little bit tart, bright red plum.
It's just bad.
And when they produce it just covered. You know, the trees will be.
I was gonna say falling over. Yeah.
That's cool.
Actually, we had plums.
Ruthie, you want to show them the blueberries?
So last year, like we knew we wanted some blueberries, and last year we planted in 2 separate stints. We planted 30 bushes.
I can do that.
Section up there, the ones that you can tell are a little more established. And then this past winter, we were at a nursery that had quite a few blueberry, like 1 gallon bushes, and we took, you know, you did the thing you do at the nursery. Look at these things look terrible. What kind of discount can you do? And ultimately ended up making them an offer on everything, which ended up being about 65 bushes. So
Wow.
we just finished getting those in the ground this week.
Yeah.
And we separated them by varieties. I think there's 5 different varieties out here. This one right here is a good one.
That's funny.
Oh my goodness. Look, buddy, they're covered in blueberries.
Oh my goodness. We should
Those are
come
all
on
you
har-
want this
We
year.
should come and
Yeah,
harvest
this
them.
This one's
We just planted them last
this
weekend.
one's been in the ground for a week.
But they were in the greenhouse after
Over
we
the
bought
winter.
them.
We overwintered them in the greenhouse. Just in the past few days, I've changed my mind. And so instead of, I was going to do this whole section, it's about 1/2 acre as a pumpkin patch. But now I think we're going to do this entire, we call this the holler. The whole holler I'm going to do in sunflowers.
Are your legs
Black little sunflowers.
Now, is that for cut flowers or for seeds or?
All of the above.
Mom, this is
Cut
my
flowers, seeds. We've got there's a
Mama.
pretty big university
Thank you, Mama.
in the next town over, and we've got a lot of photographers coming from that world. I've got a connection with a lot of photographers and stuff, and so we constantly have people, we regularly have people who come out to the farm to take photos in the field, especially when the hay's grown up and ready to cut and all of that. And so we want to do that for some exposure, just because that's something that we love. But then also, I think it can be a revenue stream from cut flowers and from and then selling the seeds. And so we're looking at the black oil sunflowers, which are not typically used for people eating, but they're really high protein, high oil content seed that's good for bird seed and chicken feed and all those, and seed oils, but we don't like seed. We have, rather than committing to one particular product,
Mom, can we go to
we
the
have found
farm
that our
now?
most successful product line is our brand in general. And so there are people who live vicariously through what we're doing, and they just want to be connected somehow. And so we try to do lots of different things, and generally speaking, just when we say, hey, this is what we have, the same group of people step forward and said, yes, I'd love to take part in that. I want some of that or whatever. And we enjoy that too, because I don't know that we've gotten into this, but our primary focus for doing this was to provide for ourselves. And then beyond providing for ourselves, we give out of our abundance. And then after giving out of abundance, we then sell the excess. Frankly, because there's a lot of people that love receiving the free gift, but they want more than what they're comfortable asking for free. So they want to pay for more.
Hey.
And that's fine. And so then that's kind of the step that we go. And to be able to provide for ourselves, there has to be a large variety of things. And so we kind of we do little bits of lots of different things. That's really cool. But it's just a fun thing that the kids.
Yeah, they made a little fire pit right there. Sure. They can plenty more. The only thing that I wish that we did was a creek. That's the one thing that
Do you have like a?
In our woods behind our house, and she ran.
Show it to me.
And she went down in a dip, and when she popped up, she was looking about 10 feet from a mama bear. But
Oh, yeah.
this is actually.
Okay. Just like a ring bell.
It's a company called Wise. But essentially,
That's really cool. So thanks again for joining me as we visited Flourish Farms in Donalds, South Carolina. And I'm going to put their Facebook link and their YouTube channel in the description below. And if you're closer to that area, in the Greensville area or thereabouts, reach out to them, see what they have this summer as far as produce and things that are available from their farm. So thanks for joining me on this video. Hope you guys have a great day.